Hello guys, welcome back. In the past two videos, we have understood what is input and output. So in this video, let's try to understand what are special symbols about. So special symbols are nothing but the symbols which are having a special meaning. So you can say that these are some characters, maybe with some special meaning in C. So without them, our program will not run correctly. So what are the different special symbols we have in C? Let's try to have a look. There are multiple special symbols. So let's see one by one. So first thing, let's go with brackets. So square brackets. So ఈ square brackets దేనికి వాడతామంటే there is something called arrays. So this arrays concept will be seeing something later in our course. So next, parenthesis. So parenthesis is used for writing functions. So when you say functions, or if you want to group something in some calculations, you can go for parenthesis. So far you have seen some example for main. సో మెయిన్లో చూసాము. అలాగే మేబీ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు డూ సమ్ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్స్ లైక్ 1+2 divide by 3, or if you want to say minus of -5. So for these kind of things, you go for basically parenthesis. So next you have something called braces. So those are curly brackets. So wherever you see there are multiple lines of code, so you say block of code, or you say multiple statements. So when there are multiple statements, you go for something called curly brackets. If you also observe, we have written something for main. So int main, then followed by you open curly brackets and we have closed. So whatever the statements you want to write, we'll be writing that inside our respect to curly brackets only. If there is only one single statement, it might not be needed to use curly brackets, but it's better practice to use curly brackets every time when there are group of statements. So apart from this, we also have multiple special symbols. Let's take a look of that. So we have comma. So comma is basically used as a separator. So if you want to separate something, let's say you are declaring some variables, int, num1, num2, num3. So you can separate by using this comma. So next we have something called semicolon. So semicolon basically is used as the statement terminator. So you can say statement terminator. So why it is said to be statement terminator? Because so at the end, so basically you are stopping it. Terminator. So if I write int num1 comma num2 comma num3, you are closing that with the semicolon. Maybe if you also want to write printf. So let's say printf and you say hello world and you close that with the semicolon, means you are saying that okay, the statement has been completed. If there is empty semicolon, you can assume that it is a empty statement. I'm writing a comment, it is said to be a empty statement. So semicolon is much more important in C, because every line, every place we write this semicolon the most. So then next we have asterisk. So we have asterisk. So basically this is used as a pointer. So pointer is nothing but which is a variable storing the address of another variable. So at present, we might not be looking much more into these pointers, but later in the same course, we'll be seeing what are pointers about. So apart from pointers, we also use this for multiplications. So we can say, so multiplication. So if you want to multiply 2 times 3, 4 times 5, so for all those things you can use. So next we have something called ampersand. So basically you say this to address. So ampersand, so we say this for address. So you basically store the address. So if you are writing something like scanf, so if you want to go scanf, you say %d, and if you want to store address of num1, so you are storing that respect to num1 value in its respect to address. So ampersand we have. Next we have something called hashtag. So we use this at every beginning of program. So this is basically called preprocessor directive. Is called preprocessor directive. So this basically preprocessor directive, they use it to include stdio.h, and also maybe you go for math.h. These both libraries. This library is used for input and output. This library is used for multiple functions like square root, power, all those things, etc. etc. So then you also use it for defining some constants. You go for hash define. So pi to 3.14. So wherever in your program you see pi, the value will be replaced by 3.14. So you use basically this in the place of preprocessor directives. Then we also have something like dot, followed by you also have arrow. So dot and arrow. So dot and arrow, basically these two are used in the place of structures. Okay, structures and unions comes under the last. So basically there the member of the structure or pointed to structure member at those respective places we use this dot and arrow. So that is all for this video guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.